Okay, we have, am I the asshole for telling my best friend's wife that I get it, she is insecure and it's quite sad? Yes. Yes. I have been best friends with Dave for about 17 years. We became friends in middle school. He married at 26 and I was the best woman at this wedding. His wife, Emma, has never liked me. I only met her for a few times so far, and each time she is cold and snappy. I invited him and his wife to get to a get-together at the beach. In total, it was a group of 9 people. Emma has been snappy towards me the whole trip. It got to the point where people were asking me what's up with it. It was also some people's first time meeting her, and they do not have a good opinion of her. We were at the beach and everyone was just relaxing. I noticed we were out of drinks and I was going to the car to grab some more. I was asking everyone if they wanted anything specific. I asked Dave. Emma chimed and told me that he can get it himself and doesn't need a half-dressed server. I was in a bikini. What the fuck? At this point, I had enough and told her, I get it, you are insecure, and I find it quite sad. Ooh. This started an argument, and she accused me of trying to steal her husband, and me pointing out we have been friends for years, and I don't want to fuck him and never have. Some think I shouldn't have gone for the throat, even if it was obvious of what her issue is. Emma wants an apology. Dave hasn't given me an opinion. I mean, no? Everybody sucks. I mean, maybe not, like, oh my god, I don't know. No, yes? How do you deal with those situations? I guess it's just like, I guess not the asshole more? I mean, you did say that. Saying it is quite sad, but I'm gonna say, I don't know. It is mean to say. Like, overall, that is mean to say, so yes, but justified. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter to leave the TV settings alone? No. I, 43 male, got some fancy TV with like 8 kajillion-billion settings on it. It took me like 5 hours to set this thing up. Between Samsung Online, all my streaming services, address verification crap, and like 8 other weird things that no one should have to deal with just to watch TV. So I've been noticing that the picture seems to keep getting darker and darker until the screen is nearly invisible in the daytime. I am generally pretty good at electronics, mechanics, all that kind of stuff. I'm the guy people call when they need tech support, but this damn TV is ludicrously convoluted in the amount of menus it has. I swear there's multiple menus that deal with picture quality. After messing around in the menus for like a week, I say screw it and reset the TV back to factory. Another 3 hours to set it up this time. My picture is back to perfect. Why don't you just Google it? 2 days ago, I'm walking through the living room and I see my daughter, 17 female, driving into the picture menu. I ask her if she has been changing the settings. She says yes because she feels the TV is too bright when she's watching it at night with all the lights off. I asked her to not change the settings and explain the issues I've been having with it. She asks if we can share the settings by way of me turning it up when I want and she can turn it down when she wants. The last thing I want to do is mess around with the picture menus every time I turn on the TV, so I ask her to just leave the settings alone. Or watch the TV with the light on, so it's not as blaringly light. She melts down at this point. Why can't we share it? I don't like having the light on at night. You're being greedy and acting like a dictator. My wife apparently agrees with her. Told me I'm being too, what is this? Obstinate? I truly do not think I was being out of line for telling the daughter that I don't really want her messing with the settings because I don't want to go through the whole setup crap again if she messes it up and can't fix it. Am I the asshole here? And she has her own TV in her own rooms. She can do whatever she likes to it. She was told that if she changed the settings back after she used it, she could do whatever she liked. She looked at me like I was crazy and said, we both know I'm not going to do that. My issue is not whether or not I can figure out my TV, but issues that I feel I should not have to change the settings every time I turn on the TV. It just... Why are you going to Reddit on this one? I guess to be fair, it's like mother-daughter against dad. Dad, you're kind of being a dick. I don't know. Yeah, like, it's kind of crazy because you're a dad. I don't know. Not the asshole? Yes, the asshole? I'm gonna say, what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say yes, the asshole. If you're so, if you like your TV so much, you might as well just figure out the settings. And if it's a fancy schmancy TV, I don't know. Put it in a different area. Having to change your TV back to factory reset every time, I feel like you should, like, even though it's gonna take a while, just, like, learn your TV at that point. Alright, this one is, am I the asshole for telling my friend she has to stop punishing me for what her boyfriend did? That's weird. No? I'm gonna say no. My friend Allie and I have been friends since we were 11. 15 years. She's my oldest friend. We're different. That's always worked for us through. When Allie started dating her ex, Jake, I was really happy for her. Jake was fun, interesting, and he pulled Allie out of her shell, which was nice to see. The three of us would do a lot together since Jake and I had similar interests. For a while, we were a good trio. I freely admit, I was a bit blind to the signs that Jake was infatuated with me. I thought he was a nice guy who was trying to make his girlfriend's chronically single friend feel included. A lot of people clocked it. I thought they were overreacting and being disrespectful to Allie. It was only when my roommate mentioned it that I started to think seriously about it. Unfortunately, it was too late to do anything because Jake made a move on me less than a week after that conversation. Oh god. It was actually fairly public, so it wasn't even me that had to be the one to tell Allie. Oh, that's so horrible. Allie and I did talk about it, and I thought we were sticking together. She even came and stayed with me for 3 weeks after the breakup. I did everything I could to support her, but after 4 months, it never seemed to be enough. She's constantly making comments about me. What I wear, how I act, everything I do just seems to annoy her. She keeps pointing out everything I do, saying that is what gives guys the wrong idea. Oh my god, girly pop. She doesn't seem to like going places with me anymore either. If we go out together, she leaves early if I get male attention, which I don't invite. I've taken her out for spa days, dinners, done everything I can to make her feel special, but I'm sick of feeling like Hester Prynne. Who is that? Yeah. This came to head on Sunday when I went to Allie's housewarming party. She greeted me, but I could see something was off, so I just left her to it and talked to other people. While I was talking to one of her colleagues, Allie pulled me aside and asked me to change my outfit because it was drawing attention. Spoiler, it was not. I refused to change into the clothes she wanted me to lend me, so she said I had to leave. And that after what happened with Jake, she thought I would try to be more conscious of how I am. Well, Allie's not your friend, dude. I kind of lost it and told her she needs to stop punishing me for what Jake did, because I didn't do anything. I reminded her that she didn't see anything wrong either, so it's not like I was the only naive one, and that she was the person who brought him into my life, not the other way around. I said I was sick of her acting like she was a victim of something I did, and she is being a brat, and then I left. That doesn't feel as mean as the other stories. My roommate feels I'm absolutely in the right and has been sick of how she treats me since she stayed with us. But I feel bad. The whole situation was fucked up, and maybe I'm not giving Allie enough grace for feeling weird around me now. But at the same time, she could just take some space rather than being rude to me. I don't know, am I the asshole? No, not the asshole. Like, that was pretty straightforward. Like, she didn't make any, like, jabs at her. She called her a brat, but she is kind of being a brat, and, like, it just doesn't feel like it's as rude or harsh as these other stories have been. Yeah, not the asshole. Your friend is the asshole, though. I feel like that's probably the best way to go about it. Not the asshole. Poor girl. Alright, this one is, am I the asshole for not making a name art piece for my future niece's nursery when my sister asked, even though I made one for my son? Hello. Can I help you? Am I the asshole for not making my name art piece for my future niece's nursery when my sister asked me even though I made one for my son? No. What? That's weird. I mean, is she gonna pay her? It's okay. Like, what? I'm gonna say no, not the asshole. I, 27 male, am about to become a dad. My wife, Ellie, 26 female, is pregnant and our son is due in August. Ellie had always been really supportive of my art, something my family never was, including my sister, Rebecca, 32 female. Rebecca is expecting a baby girl in October. Ellie and I had talked about me designing something decorative for our son's nursery, and when we chose the name and talked about wanting his name in the room, I thought of something I could design and paint would fit it nicely. It took me a few weeks to finish because it's big and detailed, but we love it. Ellie thinks it's extra sweet because I made it for our son instead of buying something. That is sweet. Aww. During our baby shower, we did a co-ed baby shower. We showed off the nursery and the art piece for some friends and family. Rebecca was among them. She was extremely jealous and asked me why I never offered to make one for her daughter as well. What? What? I brought up the fact Rebecca has always been so unsupportive of my art. The fact that she said it was a girly hobby or a gay boy's hobby and always backed our parents and other siblings for shitting all over my interest in drawing and painting. Oh my gosh. She told me when she wanted me to make one and asked what she needed to get for me to do it. What the heck? I told her I wasn't going to make it for her. She decided to buy art supplies and asked for it again anyway, and I still said no. What the heck? I refused to take the art supplies. She left them in my house and I promptly left them back in hers. I told her she was being too pushy about it and she should consider how she treats me before asking for something so time-consuming to be done. Absolutely. She told me I could do it for my niece and accused me of caring more for boys than I do girls. Of thinking girls aren't worth the effort. What is your sister's problem? She basically did the biggest reach known to man and threw a lot of claims of sexism my way. But also said some pretty sexist stuff herself, like going to do a feminine hobby, then at least I can let it benefit my family. What? I told her I didn't want the attitude around my son and I wanted her to stay away from me and my family. Then her husband contacted me and we've always been cool and he's less of an ass than my sister. But he tried to sway me into doing it and asked me not to be petty or unkind like my family has been to me, which made me realize I want none of them around my son. Am I the asshole? No, what? Your sister's the asshole, though. Not the asshole. This one is, am I the asshole for not inviting my husband's friend's wife? No? No? Maybe? This is 3 edits? God damn, what happened? No. There have been strong opinions regarding the situation, so I'm needing outside perspective to determine if I am the asshole. Recently, a group of us went on a trip. Fake names to clarify. The group consisted of my husband, Nathan, 29 male, myself, 27 female, my husband's best friend Lenny, 29 male, Lenny's wife, Cassie, and 2 of Lenny's male friends, 22 and 31. Lenny and Nathan have been best friends since grade school and talk weekly. Cassie and myself are friends by association and talk about 1 to 2 times per year. Not close, but we get along fine. The guys golfed every morning on the trip, leaving Cassie and I to entertain ourselves. We did brunch in the mornings and hung out by the pool in the afternoons. When asked if there was anything Cassie was interested in doing on the trip, she said no, just wanting to enjoy the pool. Noted. Events that led to my decision. 1. Miniature golf was a scheduled group activity. Mind you, it's outdoors in Arizona in July. I said that I would not be participating due to having my baby and not wanting baby in the heat for hours. I went with group to the mini golf location and mentioned I might pop over to Target next door for the AC until they are finished. Then we would have dinner as planned. Cassie, who already paid for mini golf and was heading to the first hole, overheard and said, "If you go, come find me and I can go too." I'll admit that I was looking forward to just browsing and recharging my social battery with my baby and I. After her comment, I decided not to go to Target. I realized Cassie is the person that will say yes to anything, even if she isn't truly interested. After brunch on the morning of, I asked if she wanted to go to the mall. She said yes. We arrived and I noticed she didn't look around, but instead hovered. I asked if she wanted to shop at any store in particular. She said no and continued to stand next to me while I browsed. I felt bad for suggesting the idea when she clearly wasn't into it, and we went home shortly after. The am I the asshole situation happened near the end of the trip. The group was lounging in the pool and I briefly mentioned that I wanted to go thrifting. My husband confirmed keeping the baby. While I was getting dressed, he texted and asked if I invited her. I said no, I kind of want time to myself. And that was it. I headed out and came back 2 hours later to an angry mob. Cassie made a comment about how she must have missed her invite. I asked if she enjoyed thrifting. She said no, but I still would have gone. I mentioned that I would have felt bad making her wait on me doing something that I enjoy, but she does not. She continued to push and was clearly offended, even announcing that she told Lenny, "I'm getting more mad the longer she's gone." I'll admit that I purposely did not extend the invite given the recent mall experience and knowing that she would have said yes to going thrifting. To sum it up, I took the heat from the group the rest of the evening about how I was wrong for not inviting her, and it wasn't about whether or not she enjoyed thrifting, it was the principle of not inviting her. My spouse said I should have let her know my plan, but informed her I wanted alone time. Could I have done this? Yes, but I didn't feel the need to explain myself, and from what I know about Cassie, I don't think it would have been received well. So, am I the asshole? I mean, no. I would have done the same as the thing. Edit 1. I appreciate the feedback. I've spent the last few days self-reflecting and trying to decide if I truly am the asshole but lacked self-awareness. I see several comments regarding my husband, so this is where he stands in the situation. His defense is that he is loyal to the decision but not the person. He looked at it from a morally right versus wrong stance. I was upset with him for knowing I need me time after too much socialization and not acknowledging it in front of friends. He states it wasn't fair for me to put him in a situation to defend me. I guess fair. I mean, yeah, how if they don't really know you that well, how would you know? It is one of those I feel like it is one of those where you do have to just be like, I'm sorry, I just need me time. I mean, I don't know, it's a little different when it is noticeable that she does go with you and you know that she would say yes, but I mean, I don't know. You're also a mom with a baby, so it would be kind of I don't know. Yes? No, I don't think so. Edit 2. The trip was 4.5 days in Scottsdale, which nobody has been to before. It was unexplored territory for everyone. The guys had a tea time every morning, and we were home by 12 to 1 p.m. So I spent every morning, 7 a.m. to 12 with Cassie and my baby. I spent zero time by myself, except for the 2 hours I left to go thrifty. No other wives or babies were there. Brunch in the morning was Cassie's idea. When I pulled the Irish goodbye, everybody was in the pool, including Cassie. It wasn't like I left her stranded with no car and no company. When I say I returned to an angry mob and took heat from the group, this is how it went down. I returned to the B&B, left my shopping bag in the car, walked out onto the pool deck to a slow clap from the group that comments such as, "Welcome back, how was thrifting? Must have missed my invite. Did you get anything good?" Cassie was not very happy. I was getting more mad by the minute. "You didn't even tell me you were leaving," etc. Everyone was still outside in the pool, on the pool deck where I left them 2 hours prior. I'm gonna say no, not the asshole. A little weird that the friends were being like that, though. Oh, no. But I guess that's all I got for y'all today. Yay, we got through it!